All right, guys, here we go. I'm back. Went on a little break. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Got some rest. Got to see some family, hopefully, friends. This is what I got over the break as a gift. This is a Grail knife. This is the Grail knife for me. Spyderco pair 3 in brown canvas micarta and crew wear. Just take a second. Take this in with me. Just gorgeous. So yeah, like I said, CPM crew wear on the blade steel, brown canvas micarta for the handle, scales. I mean, what's not to like? All the astute observers probably noticed that this pocket clip has been switched out already to the MXG gear, I think it was. Yep, MXG gear. Swapped it out, replacing the shiny Spyderco clip. Not too much of a shiny hardware person, so you might be thinking, why'd you get this thing? But I just love this finish and the brown micarta. When I was looking at these, I was like, okay, this is the one I'd want if I got one. It was really hard not to get just like all black, but yep, really like it. But yeah, I didn't like the shiny clip, but mainly it was because it leaves like basically, you know, from here up of the handle sticking out, and I was starting to beat it up already, so had to swap it out. But anyway, just love this thing. Carried it every day since I got it, sometime around Christmas break. So yeah, it's been awesome. Got the compression lock, super smooth, crazy sharp out of the box. Boom. Got some perfectly good paper to waste. I mean, and that was just basically the weight of the knife with a little push. I mean, to me, that's the sharpest knife I have. And I don't keep my stuff crazy sharp. I know a dull tool is a dangerous tool, but I mean, I definitely keep them sharp enough, in my opinion, that it's not going to hurt me, or end up hurting me trying to use it. But I hit myself so much with knives most of the time that I get tired of all the cuts. So anyway, but yeah, I've never had an issue cutting anything, and if I did, I sharpen it up. But yeah, I'm not a, you know, one of those guys that has to have the razor sharp blade all the time. And it's fine if you are, but you know, my grandfather was that way. But yeah, this thing's crazy sharp right out of the box. So I think Spyderco did a great job, in my opinion. Got this from Blade HQ. Well, the person that got it for me got it from Blade HQ, so thanks to them as well. I'll do a comparison real quick. So we got pair 3, the Ozark Trail Sonder, and Flatanian Beef. I try to do knives that I think that other people may have, to kind of give you a good comparison if you're looking at getting a pair of 3 or something like that. May this kind of help. But yeah, so you've got about the same length handles between the pair 3 and the Ozark Trail, and then of course the Beef is a little bit longer. So about a little over 4 1/4 on the handles for the top two, and then a little over 4.5 inches on the beef. And then blade length, you got a little bit longer blade on the Sonder, and of course longer blade on the beef. Pair 3 blade, just over 3 inches. Sonder blades 3 1/4. This is roughly, and beef is right at 3.5. Yeah, I really like how all three of these knives feel. Ergonomics, honestly, I think at least for my hand, in my opinion, the Sonder feels the best, crazy enough. It seems like sometimes those crazy ergo handles for me don't feel as natural as just like a stick. But anyway, yeah, and then the thickness on the Sonder and the Pair 3 is actually very similar. So you're getting about the same thickness there, besides the blade stock. Yeah, and then also just going to compare this to, I don't think a lot of people have these. This is the Spyderco Efficient. This is the one that I've basically carried for 4 years straight until recently, when I started getting some newer knives. But I still carry it, but just not every day, exclusively. But a little bit shorter on the handles and the blade on this one, but I fell in love with this blade shape, the more leaf style, I guess. It's like almost symmetrical. But yeah, and on the Pair 3 is a little more, you got the flat top, bigger spotty hole. And of course this one's just a plain edge, no serrations, which I kind of miss, but yeah. And I don't know if I went over the compression lock already, but it's so sweet. It's just like a liner lock, but on top is the easiest way for me to explain it. Yeah, super smooth. You can use it to open, I guess, too, but I usually just give it the old thumb flick. I guess that's the Spidey flick. But yeah, man, this thing's awesome. I've loved carrying it so far. It's really cool to have like a high quality tool with you, and for it to be so smooth and just really cool looking. Like, I don't know, I really fall in love with this thing. I mean, I liked it before I even had it, so yeah, if you've got one of these, congratulations, because these are awesome. Definitely a Pair 3 fanboy. I don't have a PM2, I think it is. Maybe one day, but for me, this blade length to handle length ratio, yes, I'm one of those guys. If I'm repeating something, my apologies. I kind of one-shot these videos, and this is about the 8th take. So anyway, I am a blade to handle ratio guy, and I like this length. To me, like the Ozark Trail Sonder is like, that's just too much blade most of the time for what I'm doing. Like, it just feels almost a little goofy, like, compared to this. This just feels more like a little more precise and a little more manageable. But anyway, yeah, let me know if you got any questions or want, some more info on this. Like, that was a pretty brief. I mean, there's not too much more about it, but I can definitely go into more like specs, like the blade thickness and the grind. There's definitely some more info on that compression lock that we could go into, and stuff like that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great one.